Halo, ini Jack dan hari ini aku akan berbicara tentang movie tentang Indonesia. So ini movie tapi mungkin aku bisa bilang ini documentary. So movie nama ada The Look of Silence. So ini movie slash documentary tentang the events that occurred in the 1965, 1966 di Indonesia. So aku melihat itu karena recently aku berpikir aku mau melihat movie tentang Indonesia atau movie dari orang Indonesia. So that's why I started dengan itu karena ada movie yang terkenal dan aku tahu orang yang I'm confusing myself. Aku tahu orang-orang yang tahu tentang movie itu. So yeah, so I've taken notes for once. I have some notes that if you see me watching this direction, ini karena aku punya notes. Dan mungkin daripada lain videos, aku akan berbicara lebih dalam bahasa Inggris. Ketika aku tidak bisa bilang apa yang aku mau dalam bahasa Indonesia, aku akan berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris. So yeah. Less Indonesian, but the subject is Indonesian, so it's the balance, you know. So ini movie dari Joshua Oppenheimer. So aku tidak tahu dia dari apa yang negara, but I will assume maybe the Netherlands because there is a link between the Netherlands and Indonesia and his name obviously. So so I will present very shortly the movie because I'm not Wikipedia. So di movie ini ada orang Indonesia namanya Adi Rukun yang akan bertemu orang Indonesia dan interview them. Tapi orang Indonesia itu ada former or even actual, not governors, but figure of authorities. And what's interesting and sad, honestly, these people were in charge of when the event of 1965 and 1966 occurred. So I'm not gonna tell you the story of your country, but when people were accused of being communist and were taken and killed. So it's tentang itu. So in this movie, di tubuh komunis, saudaranya dibunuh. So I've made notes, as you can see. So his brother was accused of being communist and was killed, and he basically goes to and meet people that directly or indirectly killed his brother, and I think it's quite crazy. So they show about his ibunya dan paknya. I'm not sure. No, I think pak is I'm not sure, as you say when you see, for example, the guy in the Gojek. I'm a bit confused recently karena well, I've watched movies and aku berbicara dengan orang-orang. Aku menggunakan Duolingo. Aku menulis sendiri teks untuk praktek. So I'm doing a lot recently, and somehow sometimes ending confusing myself. So yeah, so sorry if it happens a lot. So like I said, I interview government people or former government people of some part of Indonesia that I couldn't really tell you because I'm not an expert yet, maybe, I don't know. And that's what I think ada menarik karena ini real. It's not kadang-kadang movies that wants to be documentaries mau berbicara tentang real events tapi tidak bisa punya like this real feelings karena tidak ada the people that were in the events that are talked about or they don't really tell the truth. Tapi dengan movie itu ini real, ini benar karena ada orang yang made these events, and yeah, that's what's shocked me most of the time. It feels so real, and karena ini ada real, it's sad. It's very sad because the people he meets have no shame. They have no shyness either. Some don't even have regrets, and that's the crazy part about it. That even though they did these things and they are confronted by Adi Rukun, they don't regret anything. Some do, but at the end of the day, I'm sure they forget quickly, and ini somehow dangerous that these people don't feel regret because how can I say? If you don't feel regret, it's like you could do it again. So ada orang-orang yang tua, so aku tidak tahu jika these people could do bad things again, but at the end of the day, it's what struck me the most, because these events are terrible, but what's maybe not more but as terrible, it's that they don't regret, and some are still in power. That's actually quite crazy. That's a reason karena aku suka movie itu. And what was sad, it's also the consequences on people that there is. The keluarga of Adi Rukun, like his father, the health condition is ibu dia, gimana dia tinggal sekarang. It's stuff like this that you see have consequences even 40 years ago, and even more than 40 years ago actually. So that's even more, can I say, maybe shocking and sad. Honestly, I would recommend it. So I know it was very ini sangat painting, not painting tapi famous terkenal. So aku berpikir sangat orang-orang dari Indonesia melihat movie itu, tapi mungkin you haven't seen it, and aku berpikir ini menarik untuk tahu sejarah negara sejarah, but the history negara kalian, dan about human overall, because what happened there has happened in other countries, in other forms, or stuff like this. So that's a good ini documentary yang bagus tentang sejarah Indonesia, tapi overall tentang orang, tentang human, and you can see how much bad we can be sometimes. So yes, that's what I have to say. Aku tidak mau show pictures of the movie karena aku tidak tahu jika ada like copyright or stuff, so I don't want to have any problems. So I can only recommend you to go watch it. The Look of Silence, like I've said. And yeah, aku sangat berbicara dalam bahasa Indonesia dalam video ini. Tapi like I've said before, ini tidak mudah berbicara tentang itu dalam lain bahasa, karena aku tidak tahu cukup kata-kata, dan jika aku mau bilang exactly what I want to say, aku perlu sangat waktu, dan ketika aku membuat video, aku tidak bisa membuat itu. So I could edit a lot, but aku tidak suka membuat itu. I prefer to feel like it's a real conversation between aku dan kalian. So yeah. Anyway, aku mau membuat lebih video tentang itu, tentang Indonesian movie, and I already have watched another one, so maybe next week or in 2 weeks aku mau membuat video tentang movie itu. So ini tidak movie serius, that's it. Aku tidak punya lain hal-hal yang aku mau berbicara tentang, but I really recommend it. So yeah, terima kasih, and I will see you next week for sure. Bye bye.